It's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleashed and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane, and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stressful day for learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arc that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people, grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out. Let's go and educate on the backside. Folk that act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my brother. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. You got in that bag. Quiet water.
What is going on, everybody, man? Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast show. I am one half of your host, Damo Unleashed, here with a good friend of mine who is like a brother. So I'm going to take this time to roll out the red carpet, and the floor is now yours.
Man, everybody, welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. So this weekend, Innsville, Illinois, yours truly. I don't know where the hell the bell is. I think it's behind me. So many belts. I don't know if y'all can see behind me right there. Yours truly, the RCW World Heavyweight Champion, will go against the American Giants this Saturday, Innsville, Illinois. Don't miss it. We just confirmed that all of the seats on the floor, the front row seats, have sold out. They have sold out. So you cannot sit on the floor now because they have sold out. Thank y'all to everybody that's coming. That means you got to sit up higher just to look down, but that's fine. The higher you see, the more you can see in the ring and stuff. So me, JDV, Carnage Michaels, Mike Cobb, will all be up there, plus the other RCW superstars come up there, come check it. The Deebling Radio Show tonight will be brought to you by RCW, so don't forget it. I wrapped up the American Giant last month. He cheated, it's okay. But this month, which I don't think he deserves a title shot, but since he's friends with the owner, then he gets to his title shot, right? And that's fine. I can't cry with spilled milk. But if he doesn't beat me Saturday, he's done. He's finished. I go on to the next opponent. So yeah, so come up there if you in the Sims, Abaddon, Crossville, Carmine area. Come to RCW this weekend, March 14th. And again, the Deebling Radio Show tonight, offtopradio.com. That is offtopradio.com. And we stream on offtoprecords.net. If you are an artist or know an artist who needs radio play, please shoot me your music as an MP3 at sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com. And thanks to the people who've been sending me their music videos or video presentations that I send to Mr. Damo over here. So y'all, we starting off really good in 2026.
Oh yeah, we're starting off good, but the rest of the world ain't. There's so much going on in the world right now. Today we're going to be talking about how 3 teens sexually assaulted a young girl in Florida But the
Mm,
disturbing thing is, not only did they sexually assault the girl, but they put rocks in her mouth to keep her from screaming. So we're
mm-hmm,
going to talk about that. Jesse Jackson passed away, and Jesse
mm-hmm.
Jackson Jr. asked everybody to not bring politics to his father's funeral, but
Right.
that went over everybody's head because that's exactly what they did, and he was upset about it. So we're going to talk about that. Dwight Howard's wife has filed for divorce, and you got to see this live. Like, dude, I don't know why people have problems in their relationships and marriages, and then they bring it to the internet for people to see. Like, y'all got to just see what this girl did, man. But I understand why she filed for divorce. So we're going to talk about that. We also going to talk about how a pastor went up in his church and he told everybody that they need to bring their W-2s to church so he could see their W-2s. Because I guess people was holding out on their time. So he want to check to see them W-2s. Oh my God, man. And some and it was some Trump supporters. They went to a Smoothie King and they were denied
Mm-hmm.
service because they were Trump supporters. Discrimination or
Mm.
not. It's not on the books, but we're gonna talk about that. But y'all know how we do, man. Before we get into any topics, we love to showcase indie artists. So we're gonna go ahead and take the time to do that right now. When we come back, we're gonna hop right to it, man. We got a lot of ground to cover. Before I do go into this song, I am broadcasting off of Vigo, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Sky, you're on what platforms are you on?
Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Okay, Facebook,
Uh,
YouTube, and
YouTube and
Instagram.
Instagram.
So if you are watching, if y'all could do us a huge favor, if y'all could please share the live, man, that will go a long way. Also, Sky, one of our clips almost hit 2,000 views organically.
Mm,
So,
that's what's up.
man, we're on the up and up now, man. So you guys are really helping us. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the song, man, and then we're gonna jump into these topics.
Parties were only for parties, and love was just something you did on the side. You know that I won't hang on to you. Say that I'm done with you, though kinda kills me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. Can read your mind, and don't care too. Bit of a mess, but the same as you.
Just tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Stay by my side, look, I know it's a lie. The shit in between us, we both been the meanest. The worst of it all, I think we both seen it. But listen, the reason is simple to leave it. It's harder to keep it, that's part of the reason. For loss of all reason, your heart is in grievance. It's awfully convenient to just not believe it. It tells you wrong, you call it deceiving. You already gone, no thoughts on receiving. No calls on the phone, keep on with the ringing. The drama you bringing, it's just not redeeming. You working the angles, you plotting and scheming. You thinking it's changing, you got to be dreaming. You want me to stay but can't stop me from leaving. It's whether or not you believe it, I'm leaving.
Parties were only for parties, and love was just something you did on the side. You know that I won't hang on to you. Say that I'm done with you, though kinda kills me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind, don't care too. Bit of a mess, but the same as you.
So tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. So tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Don't tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Don't tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Please tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. Please tell me you love me, I know it's a lie. I still wanna hear it, I know it's a lie. I just need to hear even though it's a lie.
Don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind, don't care too. Bit of a mess, but the same as you.
Tell me you love me, know it's a lie. Act like I ain't never noticed your eye. Drifting away, slipping away, thinking of something that's better today. It's better this way. Sick of the picture that's held in the frame. Looking so perfect but seldom explains the trauma, the drama, the hell and the pain. Onlyest thing it could ever display. It's everything that we fail to maintain. You look at this pic like it held you in chains. I look at this every cell in my brain. Still so conflicted in hell of dismay. How did it end and it's selling away? Look at this image and tell me the way to live and pretend that the failure we made is better today.
Parties, 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 no good, just something you did on the side. You know that I won't hang on to you. Say that I'm done with you, don't kind of kills me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind, don't care to put it over mess, but the same is you. Parties were only for parties and locals, just something you did on the side. You know that I won't hang on to you. Say that I'm done with you, though kinda kills me inside. Don't know what, don't know who. You could be going at it with somebody new. You need your mind and don't care to bit of a mess, but the same is you.
All right, y'all, man. That was O. P. Featuring Tate McRae. The name of the song is I Know It's a Lie. That song, I love that song. Kudos to y'all, man. Y'all did an absolutely wonderful job on the song. Again, like Sky said, if you're a musician and you want us to showcase your music video or song on the Nashville Caveman podcast, just send it to either me or Sky. Most people send it to Sky. Sky will get it over to me, and then we'll get it on the show, man. We would love to hear your music. So thank you guys for being here. I know right now, let's go ahead and get into these topics, man. So the first one I want to talk about is this whole Jesse Jackson funeral, right? Because Jesse Jackson had his funeral, and the son was not happy with the outcome. You know, there's mixed reviews, or some in the black community that are pissed that they used that funeral for a political, basically political propaganda, basically. Then there's other people was like, well, his life was politics, so they didn't see anything wrong with it. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this, and then me and Sky, man, we're gonna chime in. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Yesterday, I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who do not know Jesse Jackson.
Do not bring your politics out of respect to Reverend Jesse Jackson and the life that he lived to these homegoing services. Come respectful and come to say thank you. But these homegoing services are welcome to all.
Another setback to the idea of the rule of law. An offense to common decency. Every day you wake up to things you just didn't think were possible. Each day we're told by those in our office to fear each other and to turn on each other. And that some Americans count more than others. We beat people bigger than Trump. We fought people harder than them. If we stand up and be what we're supposed to be. Bad guys like that. It's a tough spot for me. We got an administration. Judiciary. We got the treasury.
lot about what's happening right now? I'm not in to say it, I told you so, but we did see.
He said 3 former presidents. Who was the third one?
It was Biden. Well, I'm guessing they count Kamala Harris, though she wasn't president. She was vice president.
I was still waiting for the third one, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah. It wasn't no 3. It was really 2. But I guess he count because she was vice president. I guess that's some president, so he included her in that too. I want to say this, all right, because I think this is very hilarious. Man, first of all, I'm not shocked because if you want to see a clown show, all you got to do is go to a black funeral. Go to a black funeral. You want to see a clown show? Usually, you would not be disappointed. Somebody either falling on the floor, or somebody, if they're drunk, or somebody on there, they ain't even talk. The funny thing about this one is they talked about Trump more than they talked about Jesse Jackson. Imagine that. Like, don't throw no funeral for me if you're going to be talking about somebody else more than you talking about me. When I'm dead and gone, I don't know anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I guess as the, existing family, I don't even know why they even called them, because he made a comment that didn't make no sense. He said, these 3 did not know my father. Okay. Well, why the hell are they speaking at his funeral? Who the hell called them to speak then if they ain't know nothing about the man? Because they couldn't talk about him. So what else was they going to talk about? Something else.
But I wish I would have known who else.
Go ahead, Sky.
No, I was just saying. I wish we could see who else spoke, to see who else said something about Jesse Jackson other than those 4 he just showed.
Well, I know Chris Tucker did, and I know some other ones. I think the reason why I just showed that clip because there were people that were upset that they used, his funeral to promote, politics. And the thing is, Trump actually financially endorsed Jesse Jackson when he was running for president. So I thought that was odd that they would disrespect Trump out of all people, because when the dude was running for president, he put his money behind him. He endorsed him. Right. And so, people were upset. There were actually people that were voters and was like, man, after this, I'm done. I think that's a little bit too far, even though I do think, man, that, it's just like, and because most people believe, well, his life was on politics, so that's what they talked about. Well, if I worked at Burger King my whole, don't talk about burgers at my damn, you know what I'm saying? I know I ain't here to hear the services, but don't talk to my family about how to make burgers. You get them double cheese, and you put that lettuce and tomato on it. Do not spend my funeral talking about what I did in my life. If I flipped burgers and I made fries, don't talk about that shit. Talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking about some shit. Well, he was the biggest drug dealer in South Nashville. You know what I'm saying? He had the most. Talk about all the crazy stuff I did. Talk about me in a good way. Damn.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, all I can say is I suggest Reverend Jr. because all he did was act. That's what he asked. So that's the only thing I can say. Don't talk about politics and other parties and all this stuff. You want to talk about Jesse Jackson, the man, and what he has done, and people who he has affected, and all those good things. I get it. You could talk about politics the day before the funeral. You can talk about politics the day after the funeral. But during the service, don't do it. And then, was it televised or no?
I don't think it was televised.
Okay.
It may have been on YouTube, or It may have been, something like that, but as far as it being televised, not that I know of.
Gotcha. Okay. Well then, yeah, it's just one of those things where that's kind of how I would have seen it. Just be respectful. That's it. If the man that say no, because if it was your father or mother's funeral or whoever you asked, you would want people to do the same thing, right? So just be
Right,
respectful, and that's what that all boils down to. It's just respect, and not always trying to use every platform to attack your enemies.
right, right. So yeah, it was people was up in arms with that. Speaking of up in arms though, while we on funerals, I guess we gonna keep it with the pastors and whatnot. So what this pastor did was I cracked up, man. I cracked up. I'm gonna play this clip so y'all can literally hear what this dude did. And this is taking it to
Good
the
faith. I'm listening.
extreme. They were upset because Drewski did mimicking a lot of these pastors, but Drewski was absolutely right. He hit this right on the head. This is how pastors are at some of these big, which is why a lot of people turned off by really big churches, because these are, man, I mean, we know it's a business, but damn, you don't have to make this stuff, you don't have to make it so obvious. But what this pastor said, man, without further ado.
Thanks. Next week, I am asking that all church members bring a copy of your tax return so that I can review them. I'm going to put a stop to some of y'all playing in my face during tithes and offerings on Sunday morning. Amen. It's tight, but it's right.
Hold on, I'm playing that right back. Let me move this over so y'all can hear this man in his own words. He says, y'all gonna quit playing in this space.
Saints, next week, I am asking that all church members bring a copy of your tax return so that I can review them. I'm going to put a stop to some of y'all playing in my face during tithes and offerings on Sunday morning. Amen. It's tight, but it's right.
He said, y'all gonna quit playing in this space. He want to see them tax returns. When y'all go to church, y'all better have them tax returns ready in hand so he can look them over and see if you really tithing the way that you should be tithing. That's diabolical. But hey, they were like, amen.
That is absolutely crazy. Few things I knew from the day I was born. The top two, the cartel runs the Mexican government, and church is a business. I've been knowing it since the day I've been on earth. So if everybody else is just now realizing that church is a business, then shame on you. But even if church is a business, there are some pastors that is good of hiding that. Like you have the little small churches that have 50, 60 people, and you have the pastor who is homegrown, who lived in the neighborhood, who's done it. So when you go there, you don't feel like it's a business. You feel like it's a normal church where you know him, he knows you, you're just not a number. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get the bigger churches, like Joel Osteen and stuff like that, when you know that's a business. Hell, Joel Osteen don't know me from a can of paint. I don't care how many times I paid, how many forms I filled out, how long I've been sitting there. It is a business. So this man is saying, hey, I'm tired of y'all playing in my face about my business. And that's fine. And if you want to see other people's W-2s, you go right ahead. But you ain't gonna see my W-2 because you didn't work, right? I did the work. And so why can I see your W-2? Like that's why I would have asked them, can I see your W-2? W-2 for W-2, right? Even swap, no swindle, correct? And so this just getting to the point, come out in the light. Now it's just coming out to the light with some, not all, but some of these churches are. It even goes back to that pastor that locked the doors, remember? And said them people couldn't leave until everybody tied, what did he say? $1,000 or something per person or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's, there's cracks in the foundation, and you're starting to realize that we are the church. The building is just where you go. It's a malfunction. The building is just where you go. So at the end of the day, This does not surprise me.
Don't surprise me either. I would have asked him, well, I need to see where this money that we're tithing is going. I need to see what are you doing for the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you what, if I ever go to a church and they do that, that's the day I'll be in the bathroom for an hour and a half. Oh, I got them all of a sudden. And then I see y'all about when church ending, I'm going to be in the bathroom. You hear me? I ain't going to deal with that stuff. You talking about my W-2s? Hell no. That's nuts. He on something different. He's smoking that new stuff.
Yes, I'm ready for Saturday. Yep, they built it
All
on
right,
sand.
Charles.
But yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. So I've always felt like I think it's God's business is not a minister. He's out of line. Yeah, he's out of pocket for what he's saying. But if you really just want to be sheltered from that part of church, it's just like marriage, so to speak. There's the marriage part, but marriage is still a business. That's why you go get a license. Churches ain't no different. Churches have to have licenses to run a real church anyway. I guess we could all get together and sneak into a building, become squatters and call ourselves churches. But a real church, a 501c church, you have a license to do that. So at the end of the day, when you at small churches, you don't feel the burden of, okay, this is a business. Because they still got to pay electricity, water, property taxes, everything that everybody else got to do, right? But when you go to places like that and the pastor, the preacher, the reverend, whatever you want to call him, talks like that, and then he's making you know that business first, we talk about God second. You know what I'm saying? And again, maybe only in America they do this business first, God second. Maybe in other countries it's God first, whatever. But here it's business first, God second.
Yeah, something. You know, I think that's why a lot of these churches overall, that's why they're losing. You know, we see more weird stuff. You know, the people that promote the weird stuff is having a bigger impact than churches. Churches aren't having no impact on community. And that's why. And it's unfortunate, you know.
When is it malfunction? But yeah, now you see why a lot of people don't go. Now you see why these kids that's been raised in the church for 18 years, as soon as they turn 18, they gone. They are gone, and they will never look at a church for the next 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I went to church, but I wasn't raised in the church. Like I was going to 16. Huh? What you say, Damon?
Look at it. Most people won't. I mean, when they forced to go, if they don't like it, you're right. Once they turn 18, they'll never step back and put in one again unless they get married and go to a funeral.
And hell, and some of them will go down to the courthouse or go down to the jail and have a commissioner marry them just to avoid going to church.
Yep. Speaking of marriage,
in Ohio. Please send the flyer with the information, please. Yeah, y'all. So, I mean, a handful of churches will make other churches look bad, but in the grand scheme of things, again, these small, what I call mom and pop churches, will give you the feeling that you need. But again, if you go to church that's 500-600 or more people, they have to run it like a business. They have to.
Yeah.
1,300, 2,000
Speaking of
people.
churches, and speaking of churches, and you know, y'all hear the Dwight Howard's wife, man, she filed for divorce. But this is something, man, I don't know this. I understand, man, why she's upset, but just going to the internet out this, I think it should be held privately. But maybe she has a point why she went public. So I'm going to let y'all see it. And then y'all judge for yourselves.
I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to this shit. This shit right here, I told everybody, y'all got my stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with he had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody wanna fucking listen because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit right here, I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this, man.
Did she literally just do coke?
I thought she threw it away. Did she? Damn, I missed it.
She had the little thing and she put it in her hand, and then she did something when she swiped her face. Y'all didn't catch that?
Dang, I missed that. Oh, Jesus.
I know. See,
I missed that.
Hold on. Watch this. Hold on. She did that. Stop. Hold on. Watch her hands.
And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this, man. But I got to protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now, I don't know what is going to, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money. This man controls it all. And it's not about no money. I've been with this man for 14, 15 months. I never asked him for $1, nothing. I'm not on the credit cards. I just love him for him. But this shit is going too fucking far. And I'm so embarrassed that I gotta even I'm just like, I don't know what to do. When I heard my stepson being coached to lie on me, I gotta protect myself now, and I know it was supposed to be through sickness and health, but this shit is scary. This is why I'm losing my fucking marriage. Because the money, y'all didn't want to help him.
Okay.
You had a lot for words?
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know what it is, but But I'm sorry, y'all. And marriages, because before I talk about that, did you hear about Dak Prescott? Did you hear about him? About him and his wife on the boat? Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah.
His wife was on the boat, and he asked for a prenup because he's worth $300 million. She said no. He said the wedding is off. You know, it's like that's crazy, absolutely crazy. What's going on with celebrities and fiancés and marriages and all that stuff. But that Prescott could be for another topic. We're on this one. It don't surprise me that he's doing drugs, because most of them probably are doing drugs. It don't surprise me that he's having issues, because people think money solves everything, and it doesn't. Money doesn't solve everything. Money might take care of physical things like a couch and a TV and a home, but money doesn't take care of emotional problems. Money doesn't take care of mental problems. Money doesn't take care of your health. And money doesn't take care of what you went through in your childhood before you got to where you are. Money just exacerbates who you are. And so that's why she kept saying over all these years, she kept trying to tell people this was the real Dwight, not the one y'all say on TV, and they'll find it's out of control. Now, if they came in the house and found that cocaine, then that's why they took that boy, and probably because of anything he did. And then if they didn't find cocaine, you done came on the internet with cocaine saying that this man has been doing cocaine, so now he'll never see his son again, depending on how old he is. And then you sit there playing with it or pretending like you sniffing it or whatever. So I am so confused that if this is a problem, why are you going public with drugs, talking about there's drugs in the house, people are using drugs, and all this whole other stuff? Because if you're going to out this man and his problems, how's that going to help? Because then he's afraid to lose endorsements. If he's on TV being an anchor, he's going to lose that. He might not ever play in the NBA again. So what was the point of coming? I understand you just wanted to get it off your chest so you don't go out here and kill somebody. I get that part. But when you did it, I don't think that's going to help him or the guy. Money is the root of all evil, yes.
I got some questions. I got some questions. First and foremost, I don't care if it's cocaine, heroin, PCP, angel dust. I'm not handling no drugs without no gloves. First and foremost, she had that big old rock in her hand with no gloves on. And then she puts it in her hand. She wipes her nose one way with one hand, and then with the hand she just had the coke in, she does this.
And you know, you can do that. If you're touching cocaine, it will go in your skin, in your pores. People don't know that. Certain things can go through your skin. So it's getting into her system just touching cocaine. You don't have to just sniff it.
You know how it was still on her hands? Because she wiped her face. You know how I know that it was still on her hands? Mm-hmm. What did she do? What do you remember that she did? That was an indicator that it was still on her hand.
That she inhaled like that when she did that?
When she did this.
Oh, wow. Man.
At the end, she said.
So they both on drugs.
I think they both on that stuff. They both sniffing that crack.
Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. And everybody wants to be famous.
Scott, would you ever handle some drugs with your hands without gloves? Police don't do it. When they investigate crime, do you ever see cops touch drugs without gloves?
No.
So of course she on it. So there's some truth. I don't think that the son is all the way being coached, but there's some truth to her being on something. And I do find empathy. I'll say this too, Sky. I think people rush and get in relationships, so fast. Like, I get it, man. People are afraid to be lonely. I get it. I think people are more afraid of loneliness than they are death.
I've said that all the time.
You still got to do your research on who you're going to commit to.
Right.
I'm talking about you got to do a real deep mental dive into who they are. Because once you say I do, it's too late.
Yeah.
Too late, man.
I've said that a million times, Damo. I've said that. I mean, you was born alone, you have to die alone, right? People understand them two things. But being on this earth alone is very scary. People will settle. People will do crazy things so they don't have to be by themselves. And sometimes when I say by yourself, it ain't about you scared somebody's gonna beat you up or rob you, or you scared of the dog. Some people just can't be alone with their thoughts and themselves. So they get into anything to keep them going. Because two things they don't want to do. They don't want to be bored and they don't want to be by themselves. Because when they do, that's when the devil's playground comes out. So I'm with you on that. I don't know why people, I get it. If you was born into a big family, let's just say you are one of 10 siblings and every day there was 100 people over your house for holidays and stuff, I give that. That's all you know is being around people. All you know. And sometimes that's a detriment too, because some point in time in your life before you die, you're going to have to be by yourself. And if you can't learn to be by yourself, you have a long road to hope.
Sure do. You playing roulette, basically. You're absolutely right. Man, we're going to go ahead and, Sky, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Trump supporters went to a Smoothie King and they were denied. All right? So we're going to talk about and much more. So y'all sit tight, man. Me and Scott going to take a quick break. We come back and jump into these topics. And again, if you're watching the show, if y'all could do us a huge favor, you guys can share it live. We really, really appreciate. You guys are helping a lot when y'all do so. If you see it on any of these social media platforms, if y'all share it live or y'all share the video, it's going a long way in helping. Y'all listening to and watching the Nashville Caveman podcast. I am one happy your host, Damo Unleashed, here with my partner in crime, Sky Black. We'll be right back with y'all.
Amen.
See me on Twitter, kick Instagram or Facebook. Snapchat me a pic of what you cook. I bet it tastes good. Can't wait to get back home. Sick of playing on this phone. Baby, I'll be home tonight. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Said I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming home to you. Sweet lady, always well. Thoughts of your love all day, that's all I have in my mind. So it's time for love to sell. The mood is just right, and you're all I smell. Mixtures of your perfume, candlelight and Hennessy. Sexy red lingerie, don't know what joy it brings to me. It fills me with ecstasy. Sexually hit my phone, baby, and I'll be there instantly. On Twitter, kick Instagram or Facebook. Snapchat me a pic of what you cook. I bet it tastes good. Can't wait to get back home. Sick of playing on this phone. Baby, I'll be home tonight. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Said I'm coming, I'm coming home to you. Now I can see it in your eyes that you want it, waiting for me to give it to you. So I'll just give it to you like you never got it, digging more and more into you. Because I'm ready for some action. Come on, let's make it happen. Yes, I'm a total package, guarantee satisfaction. All night long, we just gotta love. Push that speed up and just hit me up. On Twitter, kick Instagram or Facebook. Snapchat me a pic of what you cook. I bet it tastes good. Can't wait to get back home. Sick of playing on this phone. Baby, I'll be home tonight. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Said I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming home to you.
Well, right after I run across the map, girl, I'ma be right back to the crib. Just chill, we gon' kick it a little, better speak it how you feel before go to woods, those off on this pill. Hope my cup don't spill. You know that it's always real. You know what you do to me. They all my brother slow jams while you screwing me. All of you is cool with me. Pulling down my Gucci jeans. Promise my phone not gon' ring. Just get on the mic and sing. She know when I'm on the scene. I don't call and barely text. Tonight she hit me up coincidentally when I saw my ex. Be cool, babe, I'm on my way. Like 2 neighborhoods away. Never thought I'd feel this way. Thought about you like all day. Ain't turn up tonight. I'm on a turn down Sprite. I got my dog, I'm finna flight. He said bet like a fight. I'm just deep up in the streets. I'm trying to feel my nuts. And later on, I'ma try to skeet it on your butt.
On Twitter, kick Instagram or Facebook. Snapchat me a pic of what you cook. I bet it tastes good. Can't wait to get back home. Sick of playing on this phone. Baby, I'll be home tonight. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Say I'm in, I'm coming, I'm coming home to you.
Damo, you talking, we can't hear you.
Kick Instagram or Facebook. Snapchat me a pic of what you cook. I bet it tastes good. Can't wait to get back home. Sick of playing on this phone. Baby, I'll be home tonight.
Okay, there we go. Damn, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let me go ahead and jump into the story right quick, all right? So there were some Trump supporters. They were at a Smoothie King, and they were denied service. And so I'm going to go ahead and talk about this, man. This is, and what most people know is there are small businesses have the right, you know, because that, based on political beliefs, because political beliefs is not protected in the civil rights, you know, of 1964, 1965. And so, you know, religion, race, and I forget, and I think sexual orientation is, but political views is. Further
Okay, did not know that.
There's that whole ordeal. Yeah, I didn't know
because you're Trump
either until I actually looked it up and was like, wow.
They're going on Facebook Live because they're Trump
supporters.
supporters.
Service based on your political.
Did Trump just not start a war yesterday?
But I want to talk about something, man. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this after this clip. I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Right now, yeah, but you came in here with like.
All right.
Okay, well, you said you were going to leave, so please just have a great day and leave so we can continue what we're doing. Like, thank you.
We were just wanting to study, and you looked at us and asked you if everything was okay. You said we don't feel comfortable serving you because of my husband's hoodie.
Yes.
This is discrimination.
Okay, well, have a great day. Like, you're still here. Like,
discriminates us. So
that's illegal. Okay.
I said Trump discriminates us.
Right.
Nothing to do with us wanting a smoothie.
Okay, but that's what you support. That's what you love, though. So go ahead. Have a great day.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what smoothie.
Okay, have a great day. Like, why are they still here? Why are they still here? Okay, that's fine. Like, you're just making us uncomfortable. I don't care. Like, have a great day. Get out. Go. Go. Get out. Like, he's like, go. Like, are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? That's embarrassing. You guys supporting Trump? That's embarrassing for you. That's embarrassing for you guys. It's not embarrassing because my manager was here. She said the same thing to you. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying to you. Okay? That's that. You know that's a crime, right? It's not though. We have the right to refuse service here, and that's what we did. You asked her what was wrong, and she said that she was uncomfortable. Right or wrong? You asked the question, she answered. Have a great day. Have a great day. The door is right there. Have a great day. Thank you. Have a great day. Call the police. Okay, what's the police gonna do? What? Oh my God.
There's no way. Okay, why are you still in here? Have a good day. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? No, like.
Well, that's what that was, right?
Right.
They wanted to come in. I guess they wanted to get something from Smoothie King. They were denied service because their political stance. Sky, did you want to talk about this, or did you want me to go ahead and jump into this first?
I can go. I don't understand none of it. I have no clue. I don't know if that girl who was talking was an employee or a manager. The camera
She
made
was
me
an
dizzy.
employee. She was
Okay,
an employee.
the camera made me dizzy. Two, why would you even film and record that? Smoothie King has now a right to fire you because what are you doing on your phone recording business inside of Smoothie King? Does she think that makes Smoothie King look any good doing that? No. Two, if somebody comes in with a magma hat or I love Trump, then as long as they ain't disrespecting you, putting their hands on you, pulling a gun, threatening violence, what difference does it make whether you support Trump or you support Biden? All I care about is that dead president that you about to hand me for this damn smoothie that I'm about to give you. So I guess she was saying the other girl was uncomfortable serving a Trump supporter. What does being a Trump supporter have to do with business? He didn't come in there with a flag or he didn't come in there talking political. He just wanted a damn smoothie. You think about that. Think about if I worked at a Smoothie King and I was a Cowboys fan and somebody walked in with a Philadelphia Eagle shirt on or a Philadelphia hat shirt on, and I'm gonna be like, well, I can't serve you because you offended me with that Philadelphia. None of that made sense. None of it, Damon. That's why I'm gonna let you have it because I have no words for it. All of it, from the magma to the recording to the arguing to the professionalism, none of it.
I'm just gonna say this, right? And that's a dangerous game people playing. Because just because, say if I had a Trump hat on, maybe I'm wearing it because it matched my shoes. Just because I got a 49ers hat on does not make me a 49ers fan.
Right.
If I had on, I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers, but if I had on something black and gold and the hat matched what I had on, just because I'm wearing a hat, that don't make me a fan. So that's the stupidity of it. So now you're putting the company that you work for, at risk for being sued for discrimination.
Right.
Because you're assuming that I am a Trump supporter. I may just be wearing this red hat because it matches a shirt that I got.
Right.
If I don't tell you my political affiliation, how would you know? How could you assume based on what I'm wearing that I'm a supporter of anything?
Yep.
You can't.
And that's the part I don't get. And then again, did you see another statistic? I know I go off about we Generation X, I guess Gen Z or younger, that they're getting fired quicker than anybody else. Like if you're between the ages of 20 25, you're getting fired. And this is the reason why. Because if that was a 67-year-old person, they wouldn't be recording this. If they had an issue with a customer, you call your manager, you call corporate, because they already got cameras in Smoothie King. So they can see what is going on and probably hear too. You didn't need to be on your phone recording it. That's one. Then you posted it. That's how you were talking about it. If she didn't post it, you could. So this is why younger people are losing jobs so fast because of the stuff that they're doing. They're not even thinking about today or tomorrow. They're just thinking about right now. And so to me, I see why you don't want to hire folks like that. That's why I asked, was she the manager, this is an employee? I was like, if she the manager, then hell, I could feel bad for the employees. But you're right, you can't assume anything unless somebody tells you or physically does something. And that's why I just don't know what to say about the situation.
Put it like this, Sky. Over 80% of the black community vote for liberals. So if that's what's going on, then there's to say that she could go into a restaurant And then they say, we're not serving you because you're a liberal. We don't serve liberals here. See, that's a dangerous game people be playing.
Very
You know,
dangerous.
they can assume that you support a party and say, well, we ain't supporting no Democrats. Oh, you for Joe Biden? No, we ain't giving you that cheeseburger you ordered. Give them your money. Order it somewhere else.
Yep.
So I'm going.
If you can't take it, don't dish it.
Smoothie King, because Smoothie King, y'all gonna get sued. I'm just gonna tell you that. Or they're gonna boycott you. Either way, you're gonna lose money.
Yeah. Yeah, that should have been in-house. That should have stayed in-house. And again, I wouldn't have said a word. I would have served them, took their money, and then they would have walked on out the door. I'm thinking, what was the issue? But again, these people are young people. You know what I'm saying? This is why they're saying that when jobs or corporations are firing folks at 75% rate, they're firing Gen Zs and younger because they have no professionalism, no cognitive skills. They don't know how to write an email. And this is the way she was talking. She was talking really fast, but at the same time, they're saying that they don't know how to hold normal conversation. Always talking to like they're on TikTok or texting or Facebook and things like that. And so I'm just like, after seeing that video, I'm thinking, well, damn, I see why. Because Smoothie King is about making money. Smoothie King don't care who your affiliation is. They hired you to make the smoothie, take their money. Them people, when she showed them people, they didn't look violent. They just wanted a smoothie so they could go.
I'll tell you what, Sky. Ain't no way I want anybody that got a problem with me like that to make any of my food. Once you wouldn't have had to ask me to leave because I wouldn't want you to make a smoothie. I don't know what you're going to do to it. If my views irritate you that much, you might spit in my stuff. You ain't making my smoothie, I'll make my own damn smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
Screw that. I wouldn't want you to serve me. If you don't like me for any reason, whether it be, anything, I don't want you making my food. I would have walked out happy. I don't know what they got going on. I would have walked out of that happy.
Mm-hmm.
You can have this damn smoothie. I would have called corporate. I would have snitched. But hell yeah, you ain't my damn food. Hell no.
And if I was the customers, I wouldn't even worried about it because that ain't the only Smoothie King in the world. I would have just went to another one.
I would have went to another one.
Or Smoothie King. Or hell, went home and made it myself. I wouldn't even let that bother me. I would be like, okay, goodbye, y'all, and take my money elsewhere. That's it. That too shall pass.
There you go. And I would have took the video and showed the other Smoothie King, what happened, and maybe I would have got him for free. But we sorry that you guys had such a bad experience, man. How about we just give it to y'all on the house? Hell yeah. I would have went elsewhere, showed them my experience. They probably would have felt a certain way about it, and then I probably would have got them for free. So, you're right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. This next scenario, and this is probably our last story of the day.
The owner of that Smoothie King needs to go in there and redo all that stuff. You need to hire more professional people, get all these young people out of there, and so that won't happen again. Because not only did you not know if there was a Trump supporter, you don't know who that person is. They could be related to the mayor, a councilman, state senator, state representative, a rich person in the neighborhood. You don't know who these people know or relate to. I would have went in there and cleaned house. Like, look, everybody got to go. We rehiring. This cannot happen again.
Yep.
The video part cannot happen again. That's what I'm talking about. The video part, yeah. Any issues we have, you keep it in house. Do not record it and put it on social media. That's crazy.
And then people in our community get upset because companies don't want to hire. Exhibit E. This is why. I wouldn't want to hire. If this is how you're behaving at a job, I wouldn't want to hire you either. Not for my company. Hell no. You're messing with my money. So hell no, you're right. It is what it is. Some of y'all, I wanted to get to this. Some of y'all are raising animals, man. I swear, y'all are raising animals, man. We talked about this not even a couple weeks ago. I want y'all to listen to this story. And I'm telling you, I think they need to become harder on parents. Parents need to start doing the time that these kids are doing. Because if you're raising these kind of kids, then you need to be sitting in jail with them. And people may not like that opinion. Tell them this, but don't have kids. Or give them up to somebody who can raise them better than you can. But without further ado, here's a prime example of why some of y'all should not be parents. Y'all shouldn't have kids.
Well, 3 boys are now charged as adults after police say they raped a little 12-year-old girl last year. NBC6's Nico Clemens is live in Miami. And Nico, you went to the neighborhood where police say the boys actually raped that little girl, and you spoke to some of the neighbors?
Trina, as you can imagine, they are all shocked. They feel for this little girl. Police say these 3 boys attacked and sexually assaulted this girl in a garden out in the open. Police arrested all 3 of those boys last year, but now they're all charged as adults. And we want to warn you before we air this story, you may find some of the details of this story disturbing.
Was really sad to hear that.
There's an uneasy feeling in this Miami neighborhood.
Very horrible.
Last June, police say 3 boys, at the time a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, and 12-year-old, raped a 12-year-old girl in this community garden in Miami's Overtown neighborhood on Friday.
Sir, you were arrested on serious charges. Actually, you were indicted by a grand jury.
2 of the boys were in court facing serious charges.
So you're 12 years old?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. This is a very complicated matter.
And complicated.
Arrest forms say one of the boys grabbed the girl and took her to a couch in the garden, and the other 2 boys held her down. The report says one of them put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming, and one of the boys raped her. The girl told detectives they stopped after they heard her father calling her name. The report also says another young person was with the group of boys and told detectives he did not participate or say anything because he was afraid of, quote, getting beat up.
It's saddening, it's heartbreaking, but justice has caught up with them.
Poor girl. And I'm a girl mom too, so oh my gosh, so sad.
Parents are feeling uneasy.
Now it worries me a little bit because I see kids here all the time, and to know that one of them walking around would rape another little girl, it's like, oh my God, I have to keep an eye out now.
They're also having important conversations with their children.
To be aware of their surroundings.
This is a perfect time to talk to our kids and let them know, hey, this is incorrect.
So the Green Haven Project, they own that garden where this horrible attack happened. They sent us a statement tonight saying, one, they condemn what happened. Their hearts go out to this girl. And they also talked about the security measures they have in place. In fact, they said they maintain a perimeter security measures. Police say that 4th boy who was with the other 3 boys, he will not face any charges. But those 3 boys, they're back in court on Monday. Nico Clemens, NBC6 News.
So there we go.
They never said nothing about the 3rd boy. Who was the 3rd boy? They showed 2 of them. Who was the 3rd when they got arrested?
I guess they didn't show him. I don't know why, but it wasn't his day in court. I guess he had another court day.
Wow.
But yeah, and they look like babies, dude.
They were. Where are the parents of all 5 of them people? They all under the age of 16. And when did this happen? Was it at night? It was at night?
Man, it was a 14, 13, 12-year-old, and the girl was 12-year-old. They did it in broad daylight.
Oh, broad daylight. And there was a fourth boy, too, the one who said he didn't want to be there. They say he was just there. He wasn't involved or get involved in it, but he didn't say anything either because he was afraid that they were going to beat him up, you know. Where was the I mean, I guess at that age, you can't keep a leash on them. They're not puppies. You want them to have just a little bit of freedom as they get older. You know, they're not toddlers and 6 and 4 years old, but still, that still should have never really happened. Where is security? Where are the cameras? Where is, I mean, the audacity of 3 boys just pulling this girl there and rape, and nobody's hearing her scream. They're putting rocks in her mouth. Like that is crazy. But then on the flip side, what's up, Roger? But then on the flip side, if they're going to charge all 3 of these guys as adults, that's crazy. These kids are 14 roundish. They ain't forget out just they like 26. Like that is absolutely crazy. And nobody interviewed the parents. Nobody said, hey, what's going on in the household? Where's the fathers? Why would these boys even think that was cool to do that?
That's why I said I think parents need to be charged. It's your duty to know where your kids are. And if you can't handle that, then give that duty to somebody who can. Because there's too many people out here that got kids that they don't have no business having. Because that's our jobs as parents, is to be leaders. Other people shouldn't be leading our kids. Other people shouldn't have an impact on the way our kids think or their behavior. And if that's the case, give your kids up for adoption. I know you love them, but let them go somewhere else where people can give them better structure. That's it. I mean, man, there's nothing else for me to say about this story. I mean, because it's so common, especially at that age, for poor behavior. There was, Sky, I don't know if you heard, there was, they took the life, some kids took the life of a 12-year-old girl on the bus. This is like a couple days ago, right? They, was bullying the girl, and then the fight happened, and these kids they snuffed this girl's life out. 12 years old. And so this stuff is common. I think parents need to do the time. Whatever time the kids get, the parents need to get the same exact time. Either that or sign your rights away. Sign your rights away to your child. You can either do this jail time or sign your rights away. But I guess if the crime is serious enough, it ain't gonna matter anyway, because they ain't gonna be in your custody. So I think if the crime is severe enough, then you need to go ahead and join it.
And see, we don't even know if those kids have siblings. Like we don't know what's going on. They just talked about that part, that action, and nobody at any age should ever be raped or having stuff without their consent, and it's just showing you what society is turning into. There's nothing for these kids to do anymore. They got too much time on their hands. I tell parents all the time, keep your children busy, because when they busy, they tired, and they ain't got time to be mischievous. They ain't got time to even think about raping somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is just crazy. Those kids had too much time or watching the wrong television show, whatever, to even think, to even plot that, to even just say, hey, when she comes down the street, we're gonna just snatch her and do this. Like, I'm pretty sure they saw something to where they thought it was cool to put rocks in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you watching? Most people gag you or put their hand on your mouth. They took some nasty, dirty rocks and stuffed it in her mouth so she couldn't scream. And then all of a sudden, her father's like, hey, where are you at? It's too late now.
I don't know what I would have did. I can't even speak on that. Nobody would have been safe. I know that. None of them would have been safe to go to work, go to the grocery store, nothing. Somebody, I'm just going to leave it at that. I can't go no further in it. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't have ended like that. It wouldn't have been, I don't know if it would have been, it probably would have been me in court. I just put it like that. Shackled up.
Yep.
You know. But Sky, I know we're getting ready to end the show, man. Why don't you plug everybody else back into what you guys have going on this weekend?
Okay, well this time I told myself I wasn't gonna be lazy. But this time I'll actually when we was on commercial break it up. So this Saturday, Innsville, Illinois, RCW, your world champion, Sky Black versus the American Giant for the second time, which I don't think he deserves another shot. But of course, the American Giant knows that if you don't get this title this Saturday, guess what? We're on to the next person. Gotcha. So if you're there, please come out. And thanks to everybody, because we just found out that the 4 seats, the front rows, have been sold out. So now there's no more tickets to sit up front to see yours truly up front. They got to sit, well, I won't call it the nosebleed section, but in the high rises, how about that? Still the seats. Tonight, you know, the D-Bling Radio Show will be brought to you by RCW. I don't know if I ran out of new music or not. Hell, I'll have to let y'all know later on. But yeah, so thanks to everybody who's been listening and promoting the radio show. And remember, if you are an artist, Malfunction, if you're still listening, you know any artists who needs radio play, please send me the music at sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com as an MP3. And just like we played O.P. Shouts out to him. His music video on here. If y'all got little music videos, send it to us so we can put it on here. And, you know, every Tuesday, we love to be here on the Nashville Caveman podcast.
Man, I just wanted to say before we head out, man, the only thing guaranteed in life is death. So if you woke up on this half of the dirt and you go to sleep on this half of the dirt, claim victory over the day. Do not take it for granted, because there are not a lot of people who are going to wake up or who have woke up the day, and there are not a lot of people who are going to end the day on this half of the dirt. So, you know, man, the small things, man, give it to God. You know, things that you can't handle, man, if it's too much, give it to God. That's all I can say, man. And I'm grateful for you guys being here. We appreciate y'all being here every week. Me and Sky, we're going to sign off. Please make sure, Sky, I think we're going to talk about the whole Dak Prescott next week, because that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? We talk about that stuff all the time. Smart move like that.
Texas, Damo, because they kept child support, because they got 2 kids together. They kept child support at a certain thing. So they're saying even though he's making $60 million a year throwing a football, the most she can get is $3,200 a month in child support. See, child support and alimony is 2 different things, especially when you don't have a prenup. Then you talking, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to learn your laws in the states, the city, and the counties that you are getting married into. But hey, yeah, we'll talk about that. But everybody's saying he dodged a bullet. And some people are like, in some states, you have to present the prenup 60 to 90 days before the marriage. Some states. Texas might not have been that state. And even if you do have to present it 60 to 90 days, if she say no on the 90th day, or she say no the day before, I still ain't got to marry. Now, when you work that,
smart move on his part. I think the fact that she didn't sign it shows me that it wasn't about the marriage with her. It was
she's secure in the future. But one thing I hate about that with Dak Prescott is when you worth his type of money, then she can sue you for palimony. Y'all look that up. She can sue him for palimony because he waited till the night before to do this just on the yacht days before or whatever, and then take it away. So then she can sue you for palimony. So when you got that type of money, y'all have to move differently. We talked about this with Shannon Sharp. You have to move differently when you have that type of money, whether you're a celebrity or not, because there's a lot of people that are not celebrities that do have that type of money. So you have to have these conversations way before you propose and be like, look, if we're going to get married, my lawyer's telling me that you need to sign a prenup. Are you cool with that? No? Okay, well, we'll just be friends. Don't wait until it's almost time, because I heard he didn't book the venue and everything, right? So don't wait till it's almost time for the wedding to turn around and go through this. But yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to tap onto that. And we probably will next week. I think that is a good conversation to have. But right now, man, we're going to sign off, man. We really appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for being here. And if you see the video, even the short videos, because Sky, have you been seeing them, the short reels that I do?
Yes.
A lot of them I do just talking politics or just different topics in general. But I cut up a lot of the show, and I show it on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So if you come across it, you guys come across it, please share it, okay? Thank y'all for being with us. And until next week, we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Thank y'all.